So when we are manifesting something that is not yet in reality, we can get caught up with wondering, how on earth is this going to happen? Literally, how on earth, meaning how in this physical form is my manifestation, my dream, my imagining going to happen, because it seems so impossible. But if you can imagine it in consciousness, then it has to be possible, because consciousness, imagination, is what's real, and reality is just reflecting back what we're focusing on dominantly in imagination. So if you are wondering how on earth your manifestation is going to happen, I want to offer you another question to ask yourself, which actually came from a client of mine who shared it with me, and so I wanted to share it with you, and that's what we're doing today. Stick around. My name is Hedley Derenzie. I am a qualified life coach, and I want to support you to step into that starring role of your movie, because your life is a movie playing out on the dynamic holographic screen of your reality, and it all begins with the stories that you're telling yourself in consciousness. So if you'd like support telling yourself better stories so that you can experience a better reality, I offer one-to-one law of assumption coaching. I also have a free 21-day set yourself up with the ultimate self-concept course. You'll find all those details in the box below this video or at my website youaretheone.com.au. But for now, let's get into it. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a quicker video than some of my other videos because I am still purging. I am in the process of releasing an old story as a result of finishing my book, which I've just finished writing on money, and I am still in it and I still feel like shit. I am, however, reminding myself that I am strong, I am healthy, I am pure, I am clear, I am moving through this easily and gracefully, because what can happen when you are not well is that your thoughts go towards the illness and the unwellness and the negativity and all of that shit. And yes, I did have a little bit of that yesterday, but I also remembered what was happening, and I was able to kind of hold myself in that and just stay present with myself, stay with myself, knowing that this is just a purge of the old story coming up and out through the physical body. It's not something that any of us want to go through, but it is a necessary part of this process, especially if we've been holding on to stuff that is not serving us for a really long time. But I wanted to make this video because I had a session with one of my wonderful clients. All of my clients are so wonderful, and I get so inspired from every session. It's just so awesome to get to work with these teachings with others who are just as passionate as I am and who want to change their story. So I was working with a client. We were talking about where you're trying to figure out how your manifestation is going to come about, especially if it's one that is not yet in your reality and it's in your imagination. And so far, it's only in your imagination, meaning you've never experienced it before, so you have nothing to go on. You have no evidence. You have no proof that says, yes, this is possible, other than a desire burning within you and the vision that, yes, this is actually possible. But it's only in your imagination at this point. That is a really courageous place to be, because you are saying, this is something that I am desiring to experience in physical form with my five senses, yet I have absolutely no evidence that this is even possible, because one, I've never experienced it with my five senses. It's never happened before. And so I am having to place all of my value on my imagination. And that is going against what we've been taught, which is to value reality over imagination. So that is a courageous and brave place to be. So number one, like, commend yourself for doing that, for believing in something that has not yet been in reality. That is how you create your reality. That is how you use your imagination creatively, by imagining things that you've never experienced before, that are desiring to be expressed through you. I love that. I'm just so inspired by that. So I was talking to my client about this, and she was getting caught up with, how's this going to happen? Because she hasn't experienced them in her reality yet. And she was going into her mind thinking, okay, how is this going to happen? Like, how is this? It's so big. It's so amazing. It's so incredible. Surely I have to get in there and help reality along. One of the questions she uses when she finds herself asking that question, okay, how am I going to make this work? How is this going to come about? How is this going to happen? She actually moves her awareness to the question, how am I going to feel when it happens? Now, what she's just done with that is she has taken her awareness of reality and she's now living from the end. When you live from the end of what it is that you want to experience, then that is what impresses the subconscious that, yes, this is what's happening. This is happening because I'm taking it from my imagination and I am using my senses in imagination to give it the tones of reality so that it's real in imagination, and the subconscious goes, oh, okay, and then projects it onto the screen of your mind. How that happens is not our job. Remember, you are the Alpha and the Omega. I am the Alpha and the Omega. Nowhere in any of the scriptures does it say I am the middle. You are not the middle, meaning you are not the one who has to figure out how to get from A to B. A is the desire of what you want to experience, and B is the manifestation of that desire. A is the Alpha, B is the Omega. I am the Alpha and the Omega. You are not the middle. You are not the one who has to figure it out. And that is also living from the end and having your manifestation from a place of effortlessness. Like, consciousness is effortless. You can have what you want right now in imagination. You go there and you can envision it, you can feel it, you can touch it, you can taste it, you can sense it, you can see it, you can hear it, you can use all of your senses in imagination to make that scene real. And remember, what you are doing in imagination is real. Your imagination is real. Reality is the reflection of what's real. So whatever you are giving value to in your imagination will be projected onto the dynamic holographic screen of your mind, and you will experience it with your 5 senses. And often it'll be an even more magical experience in reality than it was in imagination, because you are experiencing it with your 5 senses. But you do not need to know how that happens or when it'll happen or who will be a part of that happening. You just have to live in the end of already having it, knowing that this is how this works. So I love that question. Thank you so much for sharing that with me so that I could share it with you. So just remember, if you're asking yourself, how is this going to happen? Instead, ask the question, how am I going to feel when it happens? Big difference, major difference, massive difference, life-changing difference, reality-shifting difference in that question. So I hope that helps. I'm sorry that this is a bit of a shorter video than normal. And as always, please remember, you are the amazing creators of your reality. You are the superstar of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actor in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you. Assume the best for everyone in your movie too, and you will have an amazing life. And this is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you and for me too. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing your success stories and your beautiful comments. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would love to have you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.